If you've ever tried selling your art at any in-person event, whether it's an art fair, art festival, exhibition, anywhere that you're talking to a person and trying to get them to buy your art, then I'm sure you've experienced a person really connecting with your work, but then saying they have to think about the purchase for a while. And as an artist, what are you supposed to do? I mean, honestly, it's really discouraging when this happens, especially if you spent a lot of time talking to the person, then to have them just think about it, you're kind of like, yeah, right, you're probably never going to come back to purchase. And if you don't use certain sales tactics after they say this, you're less likely to get them to purchase, honestly. And so you might always experience a person saying they're just thinking about it and thinking this is a polite way for them to just say no, they're not purchasing. But actually it isn't them saying no. It's just saying that they need to consider the purchase. So in this video, I want to share some of the things that I figured out how to do to salvage the situation. So that way you don't lose out on the sale completely. I've been selling my work for over 10 years at lots of different in-person events, mostly art fairs around the Midwest. So in this situation where a customer needs to think about their purchase, first what I like to do is put myself in the buyer's shoes. If I'm thinking about purchasing a high-ticket item like a $500 painting or anything else that cost $500 or $1,000, I'm going to think about that before I purchase it. I mean, aren't you? And so you have to realize that customers, when they're considering buying a large original painting that's expensive, they're going to want to think about it. And so you got to give them the space to do that and give them the respect as another human being to be able to do that. Don't be really pushy or seem dejected or anything like that when they leave your booth. What I like to do before the customer walks away and leaves the booth, I like to make sure to let them know when the show ends at, because sometimes the show will end like on a Saturday or a Sunday at 4 or 5 p.m. So I just let them know the length of time they have to come back to purchase the piece that they're interested in. And then I hand them a business card. And right after that, I don't leave any breaks in this because the customer is already starting to want to leave the booth. Sometimes customers are already walking out and you're kind of following along with them toward the edge of your booth. So you got to do everything in rapid succession. Don't wait around for this. Don't even wait for them to respond. Just tell them the hours of the show and that they have a limited time to get it. Put the business card in hand, and then directly after that, now this is the important part, you want to have a demeanor that you're doing them a solid, right? You're doing them a favor by telling this, not a really pushy, salesy demeanor. You want to be like you are really helping them out by telling them that, hey, when you look on my website, all of my prices are 10% higher than they are in the shows. Plus, you're going to have to pay shipping. So if you purchase here at the show, it's going to save you some money. I just want you to be aware of that. So that way you won't be shocked if you see the prices higher on my website when you would think about purchasing later. And by doing this, you're trying to save them some money. You lean in as you say it. You really make yourself feel like you're trying to do them a favor and save them money, not that you're trying to make a sale right then. And if you can do this correctly, it's a wonderful way to finesse a sale because customers want to save money. And if they think you're trying to just save them money on something they already want anyway, and that you're not just trying to figure out a way to get them to buy, you know, it's about them, not about you. And if they feel like that it's all about them and you're just trying to help them, oftentimes they're more likely to buy. And now this isn't going to work every single time, but it will work more than just doing nothing. Because 9 times out of 10, if you do nothing when they say they're just thinking about it and say, okay, thanks, see you later, then they probably aren't going to come back. But with these tactics, there is a greater chance that they will come back and purchase. Also, the customer may never have even considered the fact that they would have to have this large painting shipped to them and how the painting could get damaged or how this could inconvenience them having to unpack it and everything like that, and of course having to pay extra for the shipping. So the next time a customer comes in your art booth and says they need to think about it before they purchase, then just know that it's a good thing that they're considering their purchases, that they're not just spending their money on everything. And if they do come back, hopefully when they do come back, it's gonna feel that much better that they considered it, that they didn't just make an impulse buy, but that they really wanted the artwork that they're investing in with you. If you found this video helpful and you would like to learn some more tips on how to sell your art in person and talk to customers better when you're doing it, check out this playlist. I have a lot of resources in there for you. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.